John, great month for Liverpool this month, the manager of the month and a joint player of the award a month for Steven Gerrard and Luis Suarez. Let's talk Brendan Rodgers first. The man's a tactical genius, isn't he?
Well, certainly Liverpool fans will feel that way, and there's plenty of evidence pointing that way. To be honest, I can't recall a manager adding so much value in such a short space of time to a team. You consider where Liverpool were, well over 20 points behind Manchester United at the end of last season. Brendan Rodgers has now got them to a place where they're 17 points ahead of Manchester United, top of the table with their destiny in their own hands. He has showed remarkable tactical prowess, and now Brendan Rodgers, he tinkers with his side to fit the opposition and to fit the sort of system that he wants. So he is proven a very clever and astute manager. But I think prior to that probably emerging, most people have sensed that Brendan Rodgers is a magnificent sort of man manager and team builder, and he is that as well. He's looking like Brendan Rodgers, that he's ticking all the managerial boxes, and the results speak for themselves. He's done a fantastic job, and Liverpool fans have taken him to their hearts, no doubt about that.
And someone who has a place in Liverpool fans' hearts, probably forever, Steven Gerrard. The man keeps producing.
Yeah, undoubtedly forever, actually. I mean, again, that's, a tribute not only to Steven himself, of course, but also to Brendan Rodgers, the way he's reinvented Steven Gerrard. Perhaps reinvented is too strong a word. He's redirected him. He's managing the sort of final 3, 4, 5, 6 year phase of his career, whatever it might be. But he's emerged as an absolutely sort of world-class holding midfield player now. He is orchestrating things, he's controlling games, he is managing games, and he'd always looked a world-class player, Steven Gerrard, but he's looking a world-class player specifically in that position. And what a wonderful way to sort of enter the sort of final phase of your career it would be for Steven to finally win a title medal. There's a long way to go, but he is in terrific form. And his ice-cool penalties in March, 2 of them at Old Trafford. We saw another 2 only last weekend. He's been a pivotal figure at the sort of front end as well as in the holding midfield role in tucking those penalties away. He's ice cool, nerves of steel, and talent in abundance still. It's a joy to watch Steven Gerrard, and Liverpool fans should enjoy it for as long as they possibly can now.
And another player whose goals have been vital for Liverpool this season, Luis Suarez. He's probably one of the most talented forwards, if not the most talented forward in the world at the moment.
Well, I think you can make a case for Luis Suarez being the best player in the world at the moment. There's no doubt about that. But you can argue about it. There are some fantastic talents out there. But what Luis Suarez has done this season is frankly incredible. 29 goals. He's set to become the first Liverpool player since Ian Rush in the 80s. Liverpool fans will hope to get 30 league goals. You'd expect him to do that, barring injury or some sort of problem. And when you consider the base that has come from, Luis Suarez really out of sorts, really out of kilter, wanting to leave the football club in the summer, making all of those noises, being punished by the club for doing so very firmly, very fairly, but very firmly. That's been resolved, and not only has he returned to the fold, he's returned to the fold in the form of his life. You have to pay tribute to Luis Suarez for the way he's got over his problems and got over himself perhaps to a degree, and been reintegrated and rehabilitated into this Liverpool group. Again, you have to pay tribute to Brendan Rodgers. Nobody would have believed if you told them that from where he was, disaffected and wanting out of the football club, that a few months later he'd be on fire and being regarded by plenty of people as possibly the best player in the world. All these goals that have flowed, I don't think anyone would have believed it. It's Roy the Rover stuff, but he is an incredible talent, and fair play to him for getting his career right back on track at a club where he clearly now feels at home.
And all 3 of them will need to be firing on all cylinders for Sunday, won't they? Manchester City's visit and potentially the game that could decide where the title goes.
All 12 of them will need to be firing on all cylinders for Sunday. That's the 11 men out there on the pitch, and of course the Kop and the whole ground, in fact, the Anfield Stadium, Liverpool's 12th man. It's a big occasion, isn't it? Many people billing it as the biggest league game in 25 years, I think 24 years. It is undoubtedly that, but the players, as Brendan Rodgers is so keen to stress, have just got to get on, concentrate on playing their football in the right way. Let the atmosphere inspire them, but not get in the way of what they're trying to achieve. Manchester City are a very, very good side. Liverpool are a very, very good side, and this is going to be the biggest game in the Premier League so far this season. You can't get a ticket for love nor money unless you've got several £1,000s, which is another matter and a disgrace. But Anfield is going to be rocking on Sunday. This is a game that nobody should miss. It's going to be difficult for Liverpool, but it's going to be difficult for Manchester City too. Liverpool got every chance of doing it.